All right, boys, today is a sad day. The S14 is gonna leave. I'm gonna pull the engine out, sell that separately, then go ahead and sell the shell. I'm keeping the wheels, keeping all the parts. He's just pretty much keeping the shell. I have something else coming, so you guys just stay tuned for that. I know it's sad letting it go, but this just needed way too much work. I'm gonna go pick something else up and you guys will see exactly what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the engine out and I'll get back to you guys in a bit. All right, so the shop is a disaster. As you can see, the engine is finally out of the car, hanging on this engine hoist right here. We dropped a shitload of transmission oil. I didn't think it had any in there, but I guess it did. So the engine's out, so that's gonna be picked up later today. The car will be picked up sometime this week, but I'm excited to show you guys what I'm getting next. So I'm not gonna put this video out until I have the next car, so it'll cut directly from these scenes to me picking up the new car. It was actually pretty fast. We got it done in what, like 1 hour, huh? Yeah. But that's because there was really nothing on the engine. So there it is, guys. The S14 is leaving. Sad to say, it's going to a new owner here. Lancaster.
Lancaster, bro, near Palmdale. We just picked up the S14 with the homie.
Man, I really did not want to let this thing go. It sucks to see all the work that I put into this car just leave, but I know Andy will take really good care of the car. I'll link his Instagram down below if you guys want to keep up with the build. It sucks, but better things will arise from this situation here. But I know Andy will take good care of this car, and you know, sometimes it's better just to start fresh. But yes, the S14 is finally leaving. Sad to say. Can't wait to show you guys the new car that I get. And shout out to Kahuna Towing for getting this car out to Andy's house. Damn, there it goes. There it goes. Before I pick up the new car, I just wanted to explain a couple things. I didn't really explain why I sold the S14. So long story short, the homie Andy saw the car over a FaceTime call. He really liked the car. I didn't want to sell it, but he kept telling me to sell it to him. I thought about it for a little bit and I said, all right, let me come up with some numbers. I'll send them to you. And I came up with the numbers, sent them to him. We went back and forth a little bit and we finally both agreed on a price that we both felt comfortable with. So I ended up just letting it go. I really wasn't planning on selling the car after all the work I put into it, but I finally decided to just let it go. And I ended up buying another car. Here is that car. Might be asking yourself, why did you pick up another 240 SX? And the answer for that question is I was gonna pick up a S2000, but then I ran across this car and I couldn't pass it up. It was such a good deal, so I ended up picking this one up instead. It's still an iconic car. The prices are rising insanely fast on these cars, so I just had to pick this up. A S2000 would have been just as good or even better, but I just have love for the 240s, man. What can I say? So this one is a 95 240 SX SE, same as the other one. The car is going to completely change. The paint is terrible, so the car has to be either painted or wrapped. I'm going to get rid of this front bumper. For sure, the emblem. The Nissan emblem is cool. I just rather have the Silvia one. It's pretty dope. It came with some XSR wheels. These things got to go. It also has a dent right here on the fender. Of course, it's missing the antenna. It's missing a couple pieces. It's about 95% complete. The roof is a little bit dented. I mean, it has dings and dents all over the car, but what can you expect from a 25-year-old car? So I still have a bunch of rare parts for the S14 that I was going to throw onto the other one, but never did. And the reason I didn't let those go with the car is because of the price that I sold the other car for. It was not worth it. So now let's go ahead and check out the interior. The interior in this car is actually not that bad. We got the shifter here is in good condition. The e-brake, we're missing that kick panel down there for the ECU, the fuse cover here, and actually the door panels are actually shot, so I'm gonna have to find new door panels. If you guys have any or know of anybody, let me know. I need some new ones. The steering wheel is messed up, but that's gonna change Seats are actually in really good condition, but sadly I'm gonna let these seats go. I have some seats for this car already. Radio bezel is cracked, has a Pioneer stereo. I'm probably gonna have to hit up a Toto stereo, probably try to get a stereo for this S14, same as the R32, because I really like that stereo. But now let's go ahead and check out the engine bay. So here we have a K24DE. I do have the AEM intake here. I also have a Circuit Sports reservoir, coolant reservoir that I'm gonna throw on. Have some coolant piping that I'm gonna throw on as well. Also, it has this ISR. It has ISR headers, which I might get rid of, go back to stock. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. Overall, the car runs pretty good. And I'm actually surprised that everything is in good condition. Like the grill, the mounts for the grill are there. The headlights are in really good shape. But this engine does have a couple leaks that I need to address. But other than that, it runs pretty good. I drove it all the way from Compton, and probably about an hour drive, hour and 20 minutes, and it did just fine. But yeah, it has a BC coilover on this side. The other coilover is a FR or FS, something like that, which I'm probably gonna swap out to a BC. I'm not sure if they sell by themselves or if you guys have an extra BC coilover laying around for the driver's side, let me know. But yeah, here it is, K24DE. Planning on keeping it stock as of now. Maybe things will change later on in the future, but I did want to work on the Skyline engine before I even touch this engine. So this is probably gonna stay stock a really long time actually.